Hey, so y'all, I'm not in your district. I ran for District 20 Senate. I ran for about a mere 9 weeks this year to get my name out there. I'll be on the ballot again in 26 in Middle Georgia. I'm an 8-year Marine Corps veteran for America First endorsed, Georgia Coalition for Vaccine Freedom endorsed. I've trained about 11,000 women in firearms across the country, so I scored 100 on my Georgia Gun Owners Survey. I don't want to talk about my campaign today, but I want to talk about how imperative it is that we get Trump elected. If we don't get him elected, I'm afraid our country will never recover from this administration. It scares me for the future of my children, which is why I stepped in and said I'm going to run for Senate. God kind of said, for such a time as this, but right now we have to push and we have to swamp the vote. We have to get our neighbors, our friends, we have to make sure they know how to register. You'd be surprised how many people don't know how to register to vote. Go to your neighbors, go across the street, talk to your church members. And the thing is too, they have to know to vote all the way down the ballot. For in my district, when I ran for Senate, we had 5 people running for sheriff. So people were eager to get out and vote for their friend, but when they get on there's district attorneys, there's senators, there's judges. There are a lot of people on there, and they get to those people and they kind of eeny, meeny, miny, moe their way down and don't know who it is. But we have to start at the state level, the federal level, and we have to vote out the swamp. You have to vote for every single person on that ballot. Teach people to print it out, research everyone, and probably not for November because right now they're going to vote Republican all the way down the ballot. But when the primary rolls around again, they have to know how to vote. So make sure you're getting your friends and family and everyone around you, make sure they're registered, and drag 10 people with you when you go to the polls. Talk to people in the grocery store aisle. Some of the conversations are hard, but if we elect Kamala Harris, we are electing a communist.
That's right.
Tim Walz has lied about his rank in the military. He insinuated he was an E9 when he was just an acting command sergeant major. He's lied about he didn't want civilians to carry the weapons of war that he carried in war, but he never went to war, which was really offensive to any other veteran in the country. The civilians, he had them hosed over, but us, we knew. We're like, that don't make sense. That's not right. That's stolen valor. He lied about being Teacher of the Year in Minnesota, and it goes on and on and on. He's been to China 30 times, spent his honeymoon there. I don't know what his connection is, but we do not need him adding to what we already have. We have 400,000 illegal immigrants just in the state of Georgia. And one of them killed Laken Riley, who is part of a gang that has taken over a hotel, an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado. And we have a vice president who's a presidential candidate talking about how she was a border state attorney and she prosecuted transnational gangs, all while she's let them walk into our country for the past 3.5 years as the borders are. She did have a say. Most of the time, vice president is pretty much a useless position, but he appointed her, and to me as a firearms trainer that teaches women in self-defense, it's like me unlocking my door, letting the robber in so I can kill them. It's counterproductive. It's detrimental that we get him in November. We have to swamp the vote so bad there can't be any kind of cheating. So in the meantime, all we can really do is pray for Trump and pray for our country. And that's all I'm going to say today. Just make sure you get your people to go out and vote.